All right, what is going on, lovely Aries? Happy birthday to you. Consider this my gift to all of you amazing Aries out there. This is for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, and a little bit of Aries Moon, okay? So again, I want this to be a happy birthday gift to you in case you're somebody who couldn't afford a reading this year, or you are just not putting your money towards that. Consider this to be a freebie. We're going to scan the energy for this birthday year for you. It does not matter what age you are turning. We're going to scan the birthday energy for you, so you will hear me refer to your birthday year as the new year, because it's the another new year for you on this planet, as your solar has returned to its same, almost just about the same point of axis in the sky, right, during the time of your birth. So happy birthday, Aries. First off, I always do a bunch of compliments for the sign, so let me just compliment you, Aries. I grew up with an Aries mom. She's from Brooklyn. Check out my blog. I will link the Aries Brooklyn post that I posted down there, and I go over all the lessons that she taught me. And one thing about you Aries is y'all are so fearless and sexy. And when I say fearless and sexy, I don't mean it like in a way where, physically y'all are the most I'm saying that you're sexy in that way, where first off, I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but I'm talking about your energy is always on sexy. There's something about you Aries where you have this smooth gangster, smooth operator, like this tell it like it is, make the entire room laugh. That is such a sexy appeal with physicality aside. Now, to talk about the physicality, Aries, y'all tend to be the most sexy person in the room, maybe next to a Leo, and next to a Scorpio. And I think that a lot of that Leo and Scorpio energy, the Sun card here, of course, talking about Aries. And I'm looking here at the Seven of Wands, how she's holding that one wand. So even in a room amongst many Aries, you always stand out in a natural way. It's something about what you radiate. You're like the sun. Everyone gravitates to you. You're so good with people. You're really good at understanding people on a deep level. A lot of people think that Aries are these big and boastful, outgoing people. They can be like that. But I know a lot of Aries, especially male Aries, but I know a lot of Aries who are quite introverted. They're quite quiet. And they tend to be the strong, silent type. So however you kind of identify Aries, you are a leader, a pioneer in whatever field that you're doing. You're meant to be the person that speaks up. You're meant to be the warrior. You're meant to be the one that fights for what is right or what is wrong sometimes if you're in your devious mode. And you're also meant to set trends, set the standards, set the tones. So if you find yourself struggling to kind of follow others, it's because you're not meant to be the follower. You are the leader. And Aries, you're also the warrior leader. So you're not just the warrior in the army. You are the general. You are the lieutenant. You are the El Capitan. So I want to salute you, Aries, for a lot of the hard work that you put into your relationships as well. You're some of the most dedicated, passionate lovers on the planet. Like, I will do anything for my partner. Y'all are so committed and so loyal once y'all make yourselves committed and loyal to that union. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. So Aries, do not stop being that beautiful leader. Don't stop being your beautiful, independent self and creating those lanes where others will one day walk, others will one day drive, and others can one day build upon the platforms and foundations that you have set. That said, Aries, happy birthday, and let's see what messages are coming to you this year. What are the birthday messages for Aries? And we're protecting the circle. I've already protected it earlier, but again, I want to protect the circle, asking our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides to please stand forth as we channel messages rooted only in divine love, wisdom, and truth. And look here, we have the number one again, Ace of Cups. This is a year where you are entering a rebirth in your emotional discovery of what you want. So maybe for a while you have been a little bit distracted at life occurrences, children, grandchildren, spouses, lovers, loved ones, friends, work, whatever the things are that are in your life that have the ability to pull your attention towards. So if you have been pulling your attention towards something else a lot, where it has caused you to distract yourself, Aries, this is the year where you're getting back to self. When we were talking a little bit before, remember when the sun card popped out. So that sun card also makes me feel like the self, being your own sun in your own solar system again. So if things have gotten a little frazzled or just untied or scattered in your life, this is a time where you're starting with your emotional energy. And this is important because Aries, you are the fire sign, so you tend to go with passion, those higher driven feelings of passion, and or sometimes the opposite scale of that can be just really kind of being low energy, and have even low self-esteem, even though you tend to mask it very well. So this is a year for you to address emotional maturity within yourself by understanding what it is that you feel and taking that emotional maturity, taking that what it is that you feel, and being able to transmute or transcend that in, or put it into, transmute is really the word, transmute it into the world. Wow. King of Wands just fell out the bottom. Gotta acknowledge big dog. It's about putting that into the world. You see, taking all of that, those lessons and the tears, if you've had a painful past few years, Aries, you're coming to a culmination. There's a culmination, a cumulative point that's happening in your life right now where you're able to collect all of that and you're going to be able to move forward. This is why we have an older goddess depicted here on the world card, because it's the wisdom. I just sneezed, which means I'm telling the truth. It's the wisdom that you are collecting, that you have in the horn in the background, that you have collected, that is allowing you to persevere, is a big word for you, and to move forward. But it's not just about persevere and move forward, keep going like on some life coach cheap shit that I'm handing you. No, it's that, yeah, but it's also about, this is like inner discovery, because you are recollecting. This could be that you're taking courses on understanding your emotional intelligence, or maybe you're actually going to a therapist to work on your wounds from past relationships. So yeah, taking that wisdom, that emotional maturity, putting it out there in the world, and further working on yourself. Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Magician. You guys got a lot of major arcana. And Nine of Swords in reverse. Good sign here with the Nine of Swords being in reverse, but let's listen. First off, I just have to call out the bleeding number, like the bleeding amount of times. Number 1 is pointed out in this reading. Again, with the Magician card, number 1, the Ace of Cups, the Sun card. I know that's not number 1, but I look at it as number 1 because there's only one sun in our solar system, or at least that's what they want us to think. And you have the King of Wands holding that staff. And then even before with the Nine of Wands, I think it was one with the figure holding that staff. So there's a lot of one individuality, rediscovery of who you are, rediscovering your authenticity, rediscovering your magic. This year you're turning around a lot of bad luck. If you've been having a streak of bad luck, that is kind of turning around. If someone has placed a hex or a curse upon you for whatever reason, that shit is turning around. There is something about your investment into your emotional self. However, Aries, you do that. Maybe you start journaling and you're like, you know what? Journaling is the thing that changed my life. Maybe you start running and jogging every morning, and jogging is the thing that changes your life. There is a catalyst. You're at a catalyst moment. You are approaching a catalyst moment in your life that is going to trigger deep healing, that will remove kind of just bad luck energy that has had the ability to cling to you for quite a bit. You're also shifting from being so shy and reserved, because that's not Aries' normal kind of like you can be shy and reserved. Like I said, Aries has the introverted version of you, but if you have to, you can pull out that charismatic leader. So there's something about you stepping into your magic more. And if you're into spirituality, then you could be studying and understanding your personal magic more. But there's something about you stepping into your magic more, understanding how your energy works. Ooh, that's another thing. You're understanding how your energy works, like understanding how your magic works. You're understanding how you manifest, how you co-create with the divinity within you. So that's giving you deeper command, and that's why I felt like you're starting to connect with your emotions first, because people think magic is such this external process. I gotta buy these crystals, and I gotta buy these candles, and I gotta buy these books, and I gotta buy this. You don't need to do anything outside of yourself when it comes to true magic. You are the magician. So you are learning how to use the tools that you have, being resourceful, because that's what Aries do. You can figure things out. You're very, very, very highly resourceful, Aries. You're highly resourceful. One of the most resourceful signs in the zodiac, next to Gemini maybe. But that resourcefulness is going to allow you to heal yourself. And by connecting with those emotions first, you're understanding what energy feels like, because that's what emotions are. It's your energy in your body moving and transitioning through. What do you do when you're angry? Where do you feel anger? What is the outcome of anger? Do you notice that you start to stub your toe? Does shit start to fall on the floor? Do you start to spill things? That's your energy working. Do you have people that start to attract you that you get into almost fender benders with? That's your anger energy working. How can you direct that energy so that it's not so impactful on yourself? So that is an example of what I mean by understanding how your energy works. And the same can be applied to any energetic emotion: sadness, and also happiness, also joy, and also your sexual energy, understanding how that works. So, and then taking that and somehow putting that out, allowing you to put yourself out there into the world more self-assured, back to your good old self, back to that Aries. Aries is the first of the zodiac. It is the first. It is the pioneer. It's the one that is fucking fearless, because it descended first from the cosmos to check out, let's say, to check out Earth. So imagine Aries first up. All right, let's line them up: Pisces, Sagittarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, and all the others. Come on through. And Cancer, you too. Come on. Taurus, you too. All right, all you signs, come on up. Now, who wants to be the first to go to Earth? No one? No? Libra? No? All right, you're usually the one. Okay. No, Aquarius, I'm afraid if you go down, you're... I can't really... I don't really have too much control of you. I'll do it. Oh, Aries? Okay, well, come on. Aries is the first to decide to descend onto Earth, if we put it in a little animated form, to pioneer, to find out, and to discover. And that takes a very brave, courageous, and fearless soul. So you are reconnecting to that brave, courageous, fearless soul energy within you to fight battles of depression, to fight battles of anger issues, to fight battles of where you have been emotionally disconnected and it has been robbing you of your fortunes that are your birthright. But you can't get that shit until you do the inner work. So now that you're doing that inner work, that inner discovery, you're going into your shadow, you're shining the light, you're ready to fight, you're coming out on top. Your woes will be dispelled because you understand how your energy has been affecting your past, and you're ready to reverse that. I'm hearing this meme, or not really a meme, it's a video back in the day of this man. It's in an Asian country, and he's like, reverse, 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 reverse la. Yo, Kampao is waiting on you. And that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing reverse, 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 reverse. That's your angels. They're telling you to reverse. And the whole Kampao is waiting on you. It's like the whole universe is waiting on you. Ain't that juicy? What, just got chills in my stomach. The whole universe is waiting on you. So reverse out of those darker feelings and emotions. And you're doing that this year. You're moving mountains. Usher, moving mountains. Is that the song by Usher? Be moving mountains. I didn't really like that song. I'll keep it real. Actually, every time it came on, I turned it. Not one of my favorite. You know what I'm saying? What other messages, what parting messages and advice do we have for Aries birthday? Yo. I'm just gonna keep that up there, okay? Like, come on, number one. I'm telling you right now, one is definitely a energetic vibration that you should like command. So try to write it on sticky notes and put it on your water. Go if you're passing a toll, or if you have a gas station or a line, go to number 1. Like wear clothing that has the number 1 on it. Write the number 1 on tags where you feel comfortable doing it. There's something about number 1 activating in your frequency, and that number 1 energetic energy is going to. This is too many. Fine, I'll take it. You are ready. The answer will come while meditating, but you are ready is really the one I'm feeling for you. 33. I put it back and it came out again. So the number 1, the number 33 is representing the Trinity twice, but it's also the Holy Trinity of creation. It's the number of Christ. And Aries, you're the sign with Pisces that's right around that Easter rebirth time. So not connecting this to Christianity to deter anyone who is not. I'm just saying that there's the symbolic meaning of Christ in Christianity is rebirth. And that is what I feel, the rebirthing process of yourself. And also when Christ came back and reincarnated, came back as even more of this ascended master. And that's what I'm feeling. It was not when I said before, reverse, 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 the whole compound's waiting on you. It's like the whole compound may not even be an earthly compound. It could be and compound means like, from my understanding, when I looked it up, like the whole community or the whole group, the whole parking lot, because it was the person reversing in the parking lot. Like everybody, this whole group, this whole community, this whole apartment complex or whatever, we're waiting on you. But I feel like this applies to you in a way, like the compound is this spiritual, that there's a spiritual army that you're here to lead. Because remember, Aries, you're the leader, and they're waiting on you. They're waiting on you, because with the world card is why I say that. You know, I'm not just saying it to fluff you up. You started here with the world card. Allow this blessing through. Get away for a bit. I do feel very called to write this here. And get away for a bit is making me feel like you should start to put yourself first a little bit more. So getting away for a bit is not just, just plan one trip. Like, hell no. There's something where if it means every day you carve out a 15-minute, 5-minute, whatever minute window just to reconnect with yourself, just to understand what you're feeling, just to process things on your own. Okay, because one thing, Aries, when you're in your detriment, you can have a very high degree of codependency, because you are the child of the zodiac, because you're the first. And that childlike dependency could be either where I'm brave and explorative and I got this, mom and dad, you raised me right, or it can be, I'm scared, I'm nervous, and I'm timid, and I need to rely on others' opinions a lot. Also be mindful of narcissistic energy. That might be something that you're dispelling, thinking that everything is revolving around you, and understanding how your energy has influence and impact on others as well, or how your energy has influence and influenced and impact others, for you to understand how you are in relation with the people that you love. That's kind of complex when I say it, but it's really just emotional intelligence on steroids is what I feel like you're undergoing. Excuse me. Clairvoyance. They say Aries is one of the most psychic signs, and I will agree, but only agree if Aries uses their psychic abilities. There might be a lot of Aries, but there might be a lot of Aries who just don't have the time for it. Like they're the least matured soul in the evolutionary process. So a lot of times when I meet an Aries that's also into their spirituality and psychic, they're really fucking good. But it's not really that many out there, I'll say. So there's something about you in particular, my friend, where you may have clairvoyant gifts, where if you're not really welcoming them, this is your sign to start to dibble and dabble, because you could be one of the best of the best of the best. And look how clairvoyance fell on the 3 sisters of fate. They're blind. 3 blind mice is really 3 blind sisters. And this is in relation to Greek mythology. I'm sure it has some connection to Kemetic in some way, but these sisters are the sisters of fate. They weave fate. And I feel like you have a fate to be a very powerful psychic or a clairvoyant or in some way effort. And it doesn't mean that you have to work with that gift in the traditional sense. You can be a police officer and activate your clairvoyance and say, you know what? My instincts is telling me not to go in that house because something terrible can happen to me and my partner. So it's not just using your gift in that traditional tarot reading sense that you see me doing here. It could be using it in however it can benefit your business. And I see you blending that, all right? I've never said that message like that to anyone else before, so take heed of that, okay? Activate your gift. Number 33, we've already talked about the Trinity. Didn't I? Oh my gosh. Yo, I just said that when Aries is active in really anything, they're the fucking best. They're the best. I don't care if people might say no Leo, no Virgo because they're perfectionist. No, it's Aries. It's Aries. It's always been Aries. And then the only other sign probably would be Pisces, because Pisces is the eldest and it's also the youngest. That's why it has two fish, one looking back, one looking forward. But Pisces just has to get the energy to do it. You know what I'm saying? I can talk my shit because I'm a Pisces. But once we get the energy to do it, we can do anything better than anyone because we've lived all the lifetimes and the lessons. But Aries, you naturally have that leader like finesse. You got that fucking finesse, baby. And when you put yourself to your thing, you're the best to ever do it. You're the best lover. You're the best cook. You're the best dancer. You're the best singer. You're the best business owner. You're the best boss. You're the best coworker. Like, you're the best literally for everything. So get yourself out there. Wrong path and change courses. I do feel like some of you are approaching things in the non-intuitive way, which is why you might be going into this year connecting more with your emotions, and requires patience. Not your strong suit, Aries, you know what I'm saying, but maybe that is something that you're fortifying for yourself this year, requiring patience with your own process and not being hard on yourself when you don't get it right the first time, but also not being hard on others when they don't get it right. We have to teach each other how to love and how to love ourselves, and the first lesson is teaching yourself how to love yourself, which is what I think you're doing this year, Aries. And then when you get that lesson down, you graduate to teaching others how to love you, because they don't know how to love you when you don't know how to love yourself first. So overall theme is a self-love journey that is going to transmutate you into a very powerful magician, and I cannot wait to see what you are going to pioneer for us, my Aries friend. Thank you so much for being here. Anything that you need from me is in the description. When you're ready to work with me one-on-one, I have investable as well as complimentary services. I am also ready for you. My door is always open. Thank you so much for being here. Till next time, Love Naturally is out.